In the back of the book segment tonight, the dumbest things of the week. Is NBC News making excuses for Saddam Hussein? Regardless of your thoughts on Iraq, one thing most people agree on is that getting rid of Saddam was a good thing. But some are wondering if NBC's chief foreign correspondent, Richard Engel, doesn't miss the good old days when Saddam was still around.
If there had been no invasion, Saddam would still be in power. He was probably getting more moderate. He was being welcomed by a lot of European countries. He was being welcomed in Eastern Europe in particular. He was heading in a direction of accommodation. The sanctions regime that was holding him in place was starting to fail. So I think it would be somewhat of a basket case, but Iran would be a lot more contained.
Joining us now from New York is Greg Gutfeld, host of Red Eye and the author of The Bible of Unspeakable Truths. So, Greg, as far as I can tell, Saddam was on the verge of having his own reality show, right?
I mean, you have to figure out, he said he was be more moderate. You have to ask him, what does he mean by moderate? Was he talking about his alcohol intake? Was he going to cut back on his booze? Or was he going to only gas half as many Kurds? Or tell his sons they could only rape women every other weekend? Or maybe he was becoming more environmentally friendly and was going to use renewable car batteries when he electrocuted his citizens. So we need to give us specifics on what he meant by moderation.
Well, I think he was clearly going green, Greg,
yes.
And he was making inroads with Eastern Europe. I don't know what countries in Eastern Europe, Poland, old Czechoslovakia, Slovakia. What countries was he getting close to? I just don't recall that.
He does have a point, though. He said that if we didn't have the war, Saddam would be more accommodating, which is true because you are more accommodating when you're not dead. It's really hard to buy somebody dinner when you're dead. So, in effect, he's actually correct by accident.
Well, Iran might not have been the problem it is today, but the idea that it was going to be Saddam the milquetoast if we didn't invade, I was desperately looking to follow that logic. But when NBC is involved, Greg, all bets are off. All bets are off.
Can't stomach victory. You've got a war that you've won. Enjoy it.
No, winning is not fun. We're supposed to be America on our knees begging for mercy all the time. You don't understand that. We need to apologize, Greg. Get used to it. It's great to see you.
Believe me, I'm married.